Alright, so today we're going to be going through and looking at Vex, trying to finish up all the prep work for the Vex guide, and then also work on Lilia, so that'd be fun. Hey Dre. Good morning. Also, the main thing we need to test out with Vex is going to be the Pow Pow build. So the loose cannons payload. I still think going with Echoing Spirit will be smart. Hey, T-Zoom. T-Zum. Hello, nerd. So yeah, I think Echoing Spirit will still be solid, just so we know we're going to have copies of Vex. And then if we have Vex on the board, which we need Vex for the loose cannons payload, we can get some more glares going. I'm going to be down to a 1 cost. That'll be very nice. Hey, Shambles. Alright, so I'm thinking Echoing Spirit, loose cannons payload. What do you guys think we should throw in the last slot? We could go for the Fear Cleaving Axe. Death's Foil would also be solid. Oh, we could also just throw on a Rare Relic. Hello, ASCII. Let's go with that. Although I'm not sure if I'm going to like this better than just going with the Riptide battery. Chemtech? I mean, it's possible. Since we're going with the loose cannons payload, we're playing Vex. Normally at the earliest, it's going to be like at 4. So we'd only have 2 rounds. I mean, Archangel Staff wouldn't be bad either. So yeah, Chemtech, we'd get everything doubled. We could get a lot of draw. Could double our Pow Pows. We're still going to struggle with mana. Archangel Staff might be the way to go. Hello, been there, done that. I think we'll start with Chemtech Duplicator and see how that feels. But based on our mana issues, we might want to throw on Archangels. Thank you, Nitrous Oxide. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this out. So let's go and have fun in a Aurelion Sol and just see how this build does. I hit save, right? Yes, perfect. Alright, new student, Grit, Haunting Hall. Having a unit at the start of the game is pretty nice, just so you can have a blocker. I think let's try a reroll, so we can get something a little bit better. Wild Inspiration would help make all of our Pow Pows cost less, so that's not terrible. Yeah, let's go ahead and go there, because the Pow Pows cost a lot if you're not playing Jinx. Alright, Ash with Unyielding Determination.
I'll lead the way.
That'll also help out a lot since we're not running Archangels. We can get rid of both copies of Vex because we know we're going to draw another copy of Vex. Yeah, we can hold on to the Allay. Oh, right, all of our Vex, since they're created cards, they're also going to cost less. Well, we did not draw any of our 2-drops.
Sunlight. I should have stayed in bed.
The one bad thing is there's a lot of copies of our own champion that we discarded.
I hate it here.
So not amazing. Hello, Long.
Everything is misery.
Alright, let's just try to control the board.
Nothing escapes my watch. Light the signal fires.
Once we level up, though, our damage is essentially doubled,
Everything is awful.
which will be pretty amazing. So they're probably going to play their Ashe. Let's actually pass and see if we can get their Ashe killed.
I will unite the Freljord. It's not even my birthday! Beautiful.
So yeah, that did 6 damage there, which was beautiful.
I hate it here.
So we definitely need to start drawing some extra copies of our champion. Sadly, we discarded like 3 or 4.
All the world on one
Because yeah, we
arrow.
just need to get some more draw going.
Continue without
With the Chemtech, it's now doing 12 damage. Yeah, which is pretty nuts. Yes, we're pretty much out of cards. The one thing is, as soon as we draw another copy of Vex, though, we can get a lot of draw going. Alright, so we could just attack. Yeah, we'll attack and just try to kill whatever they play. Oh, they have Unyielding, though. Yeah, we'll drop the Conchologist. Deal 1, create 2 copies. I don't think we've had anyone die, so I don't think this would actually help us.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about having a lot of our Vex get deleted, is we're lower on the amount of Vex that we have, which isn't great. The Chemtech is nice because then, even though you have a limited amount of spells left, the enemy's still dying. We won't do anything because they're going to die at the end of the round anyways. We need to try to conserve what we have. I mean, we should still have more Vex in our hand, but... yeah, Vex being on the board, doubling our damage.
Want me to be something I'm not.
At least damage of our spells.
Border from here.
And then having Chemtech also going off twice is a little nutty. Yeah, the Chemtech does feel pretty crazy. And we're not really struggling for mana because we just have nothing to play. Not great with the fact that, yeah, we're not drawing any of our draw spells. So I'd want to play Grim to be able to nuke down one of their targets, but I feel like we just need the extra damage from him to end before we run out of cards.
I got you the most metal present of all.
And they just immediately frostbite it.
Disappointment.
I don't want to boost and give them another chance to play a slow spell.
Deep breath now.
It's...
To the world below. Many tribes under one banner.
Alright, we'll hit him one more time, and then he'll die. Oh, I thought he'd die at the end of the round. Let's give that one some impact.
You'll never understand me.
Yeah, we really need some of our draw cards. Let's see how this slower build works against Asol. This build might be really good against Lysandra. Yes, we might get punished for this being... Well, I mean, Lysandra's also pretty bad at punishing people for being too slow.
I'll lead us to victory.
Alright, so Giant Ash, not great.
You'll be sorry when I run trudge away.
Obliterate all units that were summoned, not played this round. They played all theirs. I think we'll just do Mist's Call because we're about to have people die.
Easy does it.
It's really bad getting Unyielding as the first power the enemy has, especially when you're going against a deck that's a control deck like Ash, because often the biggest issue is just running out of cards because you just can't end fast enough. Alright, so we could do Vex. Vex would just get blocked and killed by Ash. We don't play something immediately, they're going to Crystal Arrow and Frostbite most of our units. This would deal 8 Gloom to their Ash, which still wouldn't actually be that much.
Deep breath now.
Yeah, I don't want to attack with our Vex because we don't want them to die, because we want to draw another Vex and be able to both get more draw but shuffle more copies of Vex into our deck. If we don't attack immediately, they're going to use a Crystal Arrow and just Frostbite a lot of these units anyways. So I think let's just attack and get as much damage down as we can.
I hate it here.
Yeah, they'll be able to block, but I feel like Vex will just not be doing great. Hey!
Oh dear.
Chocobo? Chocobo. Okay, yeah.
Is the Freljord's true
The... let's kill that, actually.
I got you the most
The
metal
birds
present
from
of
Final
all.
Fantasy.
Nothing.
It's going decent, trying out some Vex builds. This one has potential, we're just kind of struggling because Unyielding Ash is pretty bad for the first thing to get.
Fresh tracks.
Alright, so I think this should shuffle 2 into our deck.
Can't afford to miss.
We're not necessarily throwing everything at Ash because we already know with that many stats we're going to struggle to kill her, so we're trying to reduce down other people as well. Alright, that's not great. So we could drop another unit to be another blocker. We could do this and try to kill one of theirs. I think we'll drop this first and then do a glare.
We fight for one.
Because, yeah, we kind of thought they might do that. Alright, we need to start killing some of these units. the thing is, we're going to get somewhat an infinite combo because we can keep playing these and they'll keep shuffling back into our deck, and so we can just play them again. Alright, so we're taking some damage, but just 3. Not too bad. Because, yeah, we'll play them, draw 2, and we're just going to then be able to keep playing them. So we're at 8 cards. We've been at 8 cards. Just found Secret Technique. Is it useful on someone that isn't Master Yi? Yeah, it's good on Nasus. Because Nasus, your Siphoning Strike, that will, the stats you get from it, be doubled. So that's pretty good. Yeah, a original Vex. Alright, so this is pretty solid. We have like all this mana to spend, but it doesn't even really matter. Yeah, the Echoing Spirit definitely really good with this build.
Did anybody actually elect you?
Alright, these ones will die at the end of the round.
Oh, no expense too great.
Alright, so we'll just attack and try to end the game. GG. Easy. Secret Technique can also be
rainbows looking now.
pretty good for like Varus. Really anyone if you want to throw Secret Technique plus Oath of the Guardians on them. I mean, we'll see. Wallop, stun, damage. I feel like that's probably the best here. If it wasn't Ash, you think endgame would be strong? Possibly. It kind of just depends on how fast you're going to run out of your pow-pows that you're making. I do like Formless Blade. It is actually pretty decent. Crumble, Thresh. Yeah, I think let's go here. We don't really care about Neela and Reckoner's Mark, but Formless Blade is nice. Because it's going off twice, dealing damage. Burst speed. Yeah, let's go here. Alright, middle, Soul Gorger. Let's go in the middle so we can try to get either a shop or champion node right here. So Sejuani or Zoe. Don't really want to deal with Unyielding again. So let's go for the Sejuani with a stable inventory.
Trust nothing but your strength.
I also feel that the deck is kind of slow spell-wise. I mean, the deck has 1 spell. So that's not great. We're going to actually get rid of every single copy of Vex. Because we only want to have 1, because we want to have more of our Vex in our deck. Because we don't want to have too many of them. Sure.
Ashlesh's power is mine to command.
So the reason why the Pow Pows or Loose Cannon's payload is so good. Thank you for following.
I should have stayed in bed.
They're out there.
Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that X. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate the support. We can attack like this. They'll still be able to block. They won't be able to block Neela though, and we'll get some of those slipstreams. I think we'll just say stealthy. Let's go with stealthy. That's not good. double shatter. Yeah, we're not going to be able to level up. Well, that is not great. So that's why we have to go for this Pow Pow deck. It's just because we don't have
Joyful and swift.
Stealthy. I mean, we couldn't level up. We didn't have enough to proc our level up. I was trying to look for a way to level up so that we could
Safeguard our homes.
survive that. Sure.
Alert the village.
Yeah, we have to go for these Pow Pows just because Vex has almost no spells in your deck. So you have to find a way to generate more. And so just discarding your hand to get Pow Pows is kind of the best you can do. Not great. Let's go for Grotesque Gift. That shadow combo is so rough.
Even this is bliss.
Alright, let's drop the Concologist, see what we get.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Hello, Jubilant. It's going decent. Found a Vex build that might work out, or be at least a bit more consistent than many of the other builds going on. It has Gloom, it'll count down. I think we'll just use this. No, this is not Oath. This is Echoing Spirit with the Loose Cannon's payload. And then also Chemtech Duplicator. That's the last one. So we're doing decent as far as controlling the board so far, even without our Vex, but we still have the Pow Pows at least. Good day, Toast came to tell you I really appreciate the content you put up, really entertaining and informative. Awesome. That is great to hear. Let's just try to end. Glad you're able to make it to the stream. Replacing Echo with Grand Challenge Counterplan might be more consistent. Possibly. Hello, Enzo. Let's go for the damage of Piercing Darkness. I cost 0, deal damage to your Nexus equal to my original cost. So essentially we were paying 1 health for this because actually wait, Drain doesn't work. Right, Drain doesn't work with Vex because it technically is it deals damage in Gloom, so we wouldn't actually heal off of this. I remember people saying that. Frostbite, Strafing Strike. I mean, this isn't really that great of a heal. Would add copies to our deck. I think we're fine. Champion Item Chest, Scribe of Sorrows. Scribe is solid because that would let us play our Vex round 1. That is difficult. We would have to deal with Fiora. Yeah, I think let's go for it. Playing our Vex round 1 would be pretty good. So Fiora with Perfected Mana Flow, this might just end us right here.
I would gut down the opposition.
What's a good Neela build for Lysandra? Bounty Hunter's Renown isn't that good on that adventure. Gonna finish my monthly today. Oh, I need to do that as well on my alt account, right? I knew there was something I was forgetting. We'll actually get rid of both Vex because we're probably gonna draw them regardless. For Neela, Oath is actually probably the best build. Oath the Guardians and double Star Gem. Sure, let's just drop this here.
Horrors and I smile. Submit to ecstasy.
A delicious challenge.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's nice getting rid of their units. We'll be able to drop our Vex. So they're going to drop...
They would fall by my blade.
Yeah, we're just going to have to sacrifice our unit. I know you don't do variety streams as much as before since the new patch, but I suggest Poke Rogue if it ever comes to the schedule again.
I'd rather be anywhere.
I'm guessing that's a roguelike card game that's themed after poker is what I'm guessing, but I've never heard of it before. Yeah, I'm still wanting to do variety streams. It's just obviously the priority is this game. It's Path to Champions, and so whenever there's new content, then that obviously takes priority.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade. I'm actually here.
But yes, variety, there will be more variety streams.
Boy, Miles, make it stop.
Alright, I feel like we need to drop this again. I was hoping we could wait until we had 6, but Vex is leveled, so our damage is doubled. Joy Unending, Grant an Ally. This would deal a little bit of damage. Nope, it's a roguelike. We just battle Pokemon trainers. Each time you defeat one encounter, you have a choice of items to upgrade your team. Interesting. I will say I've never really been one to play Pokemon. Yeah, I think let's reduce that one down. We could try to kill their Fiora, but she's kind of useless right now, which I'm fine with. Yeah, I've never really played Pokemon games. Is this the one where you can't cut card? Not sure exactly what you mean. Like we're playing Aurelion Sol, so we still are able to cut cards.
You just want to hold me back.
I did play the
I hate it here.
pretty much Pokemon survival game. That was interesting. The one that's totally not Pokemon, but pretty much is. They'll still be able to... Actually, no, they're all under 3, so no one can block. Perfect. What was that called? Can't even remember. Oh, Pal World. Yeah, I tried Pal World and played that for a while, which was a good time. I mean, that's gonna die at the end of the round anyways.
Let us party most hearty. Now our celebration can truly begin. My friends, let us revel.
Alright, so that'll die at the end of the round. We can just attack with this.
You'll probably be happier without me anyway.
Yeah, I'd say the build still has problems, but that's more of just Vex in general. So this might be one of the better options.
I guess that was a little bit cool.
Because this way you don't have to rely on getting upgrades from cards throughout the run. Like, that's still something you can look for, like Bouncing Bomb right here. but it's not something that you like need to get. We're not gonna blow all of our gold, but we'll get 2 of them. Yeah, figures. Legendary. Let's try a reroll. This one's actually decent for Vex. We'll probably grab that. Static Shot's not bad. Yeah, we'll grab this. And sure, the upgrade's literally pointless, but it's more draw and more damage. Pokey Stick is decent, but I think we're fine with what we have. So Tom Kench with Perfected Mana Flow.
It is my mouth into which all travels in.
Problem of a Vex build, you're playing Vex. Pretty much. That's... yeah. Because normally with the build, you're trying to kind of circumvent the champion's weaknesses and just make them all around better. Let's get rid of the Static Shock. We'll hold on to 1 copy of Vex. Yeah, you want to try to just fill in the champion's weaknesses, but with Vex, there's kind of just too many issues. All right, we can play Vex, discard a whole hand,
Should have stayed in bed.
and we didn't discard too many copies of Vex. That's not too bad.
I hate it here. Everything is misery.
I talk to
So,
spirits.
like in lore, Vex is basically the lone goth emo yordle, but in LOR, she has a goth clique. Seems that way.
I've been propagating your idea appetite.
I see faith in your future.
Alright, he doesn't have enough to capture. Let's drop 1 here just to get another Gloom going. He's probably going to attack. We'll be able to level up off of 2 of these. Yeah, let's hope he attacks.
Let us
There we go.
reconnoiter.
Try hard. Wait. Smiles? Make it stop!
He's not goth, he's more of a theater kid. I mean, yeah, that is true. And I guess that one is pretty much the only
There's something for my tastes.
other sort of goth emo kid.
Everything is awful.
So we could drop this here. Sure. We'll just, yeah, attack right away. Okay, they're committing suicide. Probably because they have another one they want to play. Yeah, he's friends with Alay, and he does say, like, you can't let Vex know we're friends. I think we'll go for Crowd Pleaser.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Well, they have another capture card, so that's great. Let's see what they do.
So what's in store for me?
I need time for
Okay.
commune, Tom. This you know.
So I would still like to try to get our Chemtech online so that it would do way more damage. But I feel like we need to get some Gloom stacking already. Because we're still like 2 rounds away. I think we'll just let the Fortune Croaker live. And we'll hold off on our other Pow Pow for now. We just want him to start getting some Gloom stacks.
Appetizers of brilliancy. Everyone.
If you started the party without me.
No, dear. It starts as you say so.
So I think this should be able to kill it, because it's going to deal 5 damage, and that's going to go off twice. Did I say Vex wasn't a female? I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else, but yeah. Let's... I don't want to blow all of our mana, Because if we blow all of our mana, we can't use our Pow Pow for their acquired taste. So we'll actually pass.
Swamp me, boys.
Vex has a crush on Viego. Yeah, I think I heard that in one of the voice lines.
A little luck for those who need it.
I'm sure there's something for my taste.
All right, so we're finally over 6 mana, so we have our Chemtech online, so we can use this to kill their unit, because it's going to do so much damage. Because it's doing 1, but then it's doubled by Vex, and then it's going off twice. Like, it's pretty great. It is a good insurance policy if your games do end up going longer. Sure, let's drop this. It should do like 10 damage. It's still have enough mana for their capture. And we wouldn't have enough damage to kill them. Alright, here go down to a 6. Yeah, I think let's try to attack like this. They should still block.
Delectable.
Ah, wonderful. Lucian is a simp, except his wife wanted to be with him, unlike Viego.
Eyes of the operation.
Suppose that makes you the guts, eh, big fella?
Alright, so he's too weak to capture. He will die next round. Create a fleeting shady character or shredder. Interesting. Let's drop this so we can gloom up their lizard. Or we use the glare. I think I prefer Echoing Spirit, but if you don't have Echoing Spirit, I do think then you could use Grand General's Counterplan.
You want me to be something I'm not.
Oh, I don't require a menu.
I'm still good to scrap.
Alright, let's go ahead and drop our Neela.
Behold the power of the seventh seal!
Having read the Ruination book, this hurts to read.
All flesh's power is mine to command.
Are you saying everyone's lore takes are not 100% accurate? Let's just drop this with Spirit.
Hey, girl. Still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly. I hate it here.
Alright, let's attack. I got a Brain Worm on Vex's champion spell, Echoing Spirit. That was funny. Also got -2 created cards. That does sound pretty awesome.
How are the sunshine and rainbows looking now?
The only thing I take out of Ruination is that Ledros and Callisto got robbed. Fuck you, Hecarim. Yeah, I have heard about that. Didn't ever read the book though. The Ruination event was a disaster. The lore didn't match the lore in Client. And then there were some cinematics that told another lore. Let's go for Mana Deposit. I think that'd be pretty good. Both the other ones would give us solid scaling, but being able to play all of our power powers right away if needed. Well, that is a tough one. Mana Deposit is good, but our whole hand will be pow pows. Focusing Crystal so we can scale up even more. I think I'll drop the mana deposit, but focusing crystal could be really solid right here. All right, power. Nothing we really drop is going to hit Titanic Wake. Reset isn't terrible, and it also costs one less. Duelist is pretty good. I think we'll just go here. All right, let's go for the smooth soloist. So Poppy with power overwhelming.
Huh? You want me? Well, okay.
The original LOL event was bad. My man Ledros didn't deserve all the suffering. Yeah, I think most of the people from Camivore were decent. There's just a couple that were kind of terrible. Alright, so we'll play Vex. We're discarding 2 other copies. We'll refill our mana though.
I'd rather be anywhere than here. Got this from a side quest.
I'll hold off on the Pow Pows. Kind of see what they do. Oh, they don't want to attack.
Did anybody actually elect you?
I have always been male.
Alright, so we'll have to use a couple of these to keep them down. We'll attack. No one will be able to block. They all will have Gloom. At least no one will be able to block Vex. Alright, not terrible.
You're welcome.
I'm really happy that Riot has a lore team that watches what happens in the lore. They watch books, LOR, and other things to match. Not to mention Arcane is canon now, which is pretty nice.
Poppy! Poppy! I found a hero! Yeah? Where? What are you looking at me for?
Alright, we're not leveled yet. Let's drop this first, and then maybe use some Pow Pows once Vex is leveled.
Boy, smiles, make it stop.
Ready, set, slam!
Wonderful. I'm gonna hold on to these Pow Pows. Just... I don't want to use them all too early. Although, their power overwhelming plus Poppy's power is kind of circumventing what we're trying to do. That's, yeah, not great. I guess we'll just kill them with the pie toss.
Oh, no expense too great.
Everything is awful.
Alright, if we wait, they're just going to play some blockers. Although if they play one blocker, we can probably get rid of it with our Vex.
Let us party most hearty.
Stagger, stagger!
Alright, so we'll use one of our last Pow Pows just so they don't have any blockers. We can be trying to be as close to ending as possible.
Quest will be over quicker than you can fry a ferret.
Get out of here! Get!
Arcane World lacks magic.
Mayoral
Lore has so much magic that anti-magic kingdom was made. I mean, there's magic in Arcane.
I got you the most metal present of all. Nothing.
My favorite thing.
Baddies beware, Mama's
Like, the
got
whole
a
point
gun.
of it is that magic exists, and yeah, they're terrified of it. They couldn't be terrified of magic if magic didn't exist.
Oh, no expense too great.
I hate it here.
Alright, GG.
Let's make cookies.
Yeah, the Hex Crystals are magic, which is why they're so scared of it.
Well started.
Party. Wow.
Alright, see you, Jump. Thanks for hanging out.
How are the sunshine and rainbows looking now?
Death's Hand, Shock Blast. So having it at the start of the game would give us one more card to discard, so that's actually not bad. This would be some pretty high amounts of removal, but I think we need more help in the early game. I think let's go here just so this gets discarded. Let's go for the Smooth Soloist. We don't really have anything that we're targeting our own units with. Let's do a reroll, try to get something better. Bouncing Blades, wonderful. Okay, that's great. Karma with, again, Unyielding.
Always trust your spirit.
Let's get rid of one of the Vex. Yeah, I think there's plenty of magic in Arcane. They're just focusing on one of the regions that's more about technology and less about magic. But there's definitely still magic. Also, we're gonna have our
I should have stayed in bed.
Chemtech active round 1, which is gonna be amazing.
Heart and mind as one. We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Well, this is handy.
I'll make your midnight dreary.
Also, I think in Arcane they showed all of the like teleportation gates that's connecting them to all the other regions. So Arcane really can be a launching off point for them to go explore other regions as well. Alright, we can kill that. It's really worth using a Pow Pow on, though. I think we'll hold off. We don't have many left.
Protect the high ground.
Let's throw a Gloom there. And yeah, that there. There's no problem Arcane being canon. It does break some stories, but most of them are actually an upgrade. Yeah, and with how popular it is, I think it originally wasn't canon, but they're like, you know what, this is pretty amazing. Or everyone really likes it. I think we'll pass. One funny lore in Bilgewater is that I wish they'll keep is Nautilus just became the actual Nautilus and is now collecting the tithes. Yeah, before he was just like a sailor that kind of pissed off like a god. I think let's just use a Blade's Edge on this guy.
My friends.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid build for Vex.
A shadow to cut through the light.
Pink girl, still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Let's go for some more Glare, get some more draw, which is a wonderful little infinite combo.
Eternal silence.
Mr. and Mrs. Vex.
Pow Pow Relic plus Chosen could be good on Vex.
If I see
I mean, yeah, Pow Pow Relic is pretty solid.
I'll barf.
Don't really...
Our favorite storm cloud.
Yeah, let's just use this one here. Heimerdinger remembers the Rune Wars, which is some peak magic going on everywhere. Yes.
I hate it.
Oh, right, I was actually going to use the family reunion. That's what I was going to use it on. Chosen giving augment, so that's helpful. I mean, I don't think Chosen would be better than Grand General's Counterplan or Echoing Spirit, though. Most of the things it's giving you, like the Fated, you're almost never going to use. So that doesn't really matter. Yes, the augment will help, but not worth it. Challenger, Region, and Overwhelm can be good. But I think it's a bit less important for Vex. Not everyone is Echoing Spirit, but yes, I agree. That's why I said Echoing Spirit or Grand General's Counterplan, because both of those are fulfilling kind of the same role. I prefer Echoing Spirit, but if you don't have it, I think just throwing on a Grand General's Counterplan would be pretty good, and most people should have a Grand General's Counterplan or be able to grab one. Like, that's not unreasonable. Alright, let's drop this, get some damage down. Vex does still take forever, though. Mr. Toast, would you like if Fiddlesticks got added? Yes, very much. I think he would be a very fun champion. We're kind of overdrawing at this point, so we can just drop this here. I mean, I want Fiddlesticks to get added, but I want him to be amazing. I want him to be really fun. So, like, I want them to wait to add him until they have him done in a very good way. Yeah, Fear and Drain would work out very well. Yeah, I could have pie tossed my units, that's true. Did someone try Dreadway Lilia? I haven't. And I think that's another one that, like, it can work. But I don't think it's going to be... I think there's another build to do just for fun. Reduce a card in all players' hands to 0. That would be kind of funny to add, but that's a lot of gold to spend on something that's more of a meme pickup. Power, Memory Game. Memory Game is pretty solid. Alright, we'll go ahead and leave. Spells chest, item chest. Let's go and deal with Fizz.
Let's go paddling.
Ambush on Fiddle? That actually... that could be interesting. Neela... yeah, we'll hold on to this and just have faith we draw at least one copy of our Vex. There we go.
Can't a Yordle just brood in peace?
I was thinking of choosing Dreadway Stalker.
Everything is misery.
I mean, the war I'm most looking forward to them is Noxus versus Demacia. I want to see that in some sort of show, because I think that'll be amazing. All right, chum the waters, that's fine. I'm not sure if I would want Arcane to go over old lore stuff. Maybe go through part of it, but focus on something current. Yeah, I would prefer... Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in the old lore. But to me, I'd rather focus on, yeah, more current stuff as well. Especially first, and then... do some stuff like the old Shurima lore. Well, I suppose if they focused on Shurima right now, and then they could have flashback sequences that showed how everything was before.
Miles, make it stop!
So like you'd have one about Azir coming back, Zareth being entombed and waking up, Renekton getting out as well. Like you can have all of the characters kind of in the more current year, and then show flashbacks to what happened before with all these characters before all of their ascension. So I think doing that like side by side could work. Let's just... we can drop our mayor.
On behalf of Ben,
Series following Rise of the Rune Wars would be insane. Yes, but I feel like they shouldn't do that first. I feel like once you've done a couple shows, then being able to do a more prequel show like that would be awesome. Brand would be there too. Did they change the story of Brand? Because it used to just be like a guy got possessed by an evil fire spirit. Hello, Vexine. Welcome. So I think with the Pow Pow build, you definitely can run out of steam, but it does give you some good control. And I think it's better than the Riptide Battery, because while Riptide Battery is great for clearing the board, it's just hitting that board. And so if they build out their board again, then you're not really going to have that great of a time. Whereas this gives you cards that you can just hopefully last you a couple rounds. Brand's lore is now related to Rise. Was his apprentice went mad from power. Okay. Yeah, I did not know that, because, yeah, when I played, that was not the case. But that makes more sense. I think that's something they're trying to do, is some of their more random stories, they're trying to then, like, shoehorn in to be part of the main canon, because they have some that just don't really make any sense.
Oh, no expense too great.
Once a tribesman of the Icy Freljord named, not gonna try, the creature known as Brand is a lesson in temptation of greater power. Seeking one of the legendary rune stones, he betrayed his companions and seized it for himself. And in an instant, the man was no more. His soul burned away, his body a vessel of living flame. Brand now roams Valoran in search of other runes, swearing vengeance. Okay. Eclectic Collection. Fun. Concologist. I think we'll actually go for Concologist and then just cut it. Power Rift is nice. We could go for more Concologist and cut it again. But yeah, I like Power Rift. Alright, Darius with unyielding determination.
Every army needs a general.
Utmost Despair doesn't look too useful, especially since only one trigger, regardless of board width, for Vex's level up. Yes, I have that relic. I haven't actually tried it because I thought the exact same thing. I'm gonna actually get rid of a couple of these because I want to keep our draw cards from getting discarded. This does increase our odds of drawing Vex again, which I'm not a huge fan of. Yep, there's more Vex. Yeah, I have Utmost Despair, but I was like hitting the entire board with Gloom once doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Because especially in most situations, like with Utmost Despair, we'd be hitting one person. Great. Like, I feel like most other relics are going to be more useful.
Brood in peace.
We'll throw one just so it starts getting gloomed. They weren't the center of trade for Hextech. I mean, I think... Aren't the portals they use powered by Hextech? So if they didn't use Hextech, yeah, all those portals all over the world wouldn't work.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Hex gates. Let's go ahead and kill that. The new common relic has a place on Elise, it seems, depending on the mutators. I have that relic, and that is one thing I am going to be testing soon-ish. I mean, after today, a lot of the stream is just going to be the monthly challenges.
It's not even my birthday!
So I don't know when exactly I'll be testing it out, but yeah, we will be testing it. Yeah, we'll just do this here. Yeah, it's fine. Conserving resources is pretty good. Even if we have the mana to spend. Ugh.
Everything is awful.
I'll handle this myself.
I guess let's use some of these. This will be... Yeah, overkill, because it's going to do like 10 damage. With this build, we are actually functioning more like a control deck instead of constantly scrambling.
My orders.
Alright, bye-bye Darius.
On.
Just got my golden reliquary, got my newest epic. What'd you get? Man, we really need units. Let's use this first. Whatever they play, we'll probably static shock it to get some draw going.
I'll handle this myself.
Portal Pals, fun. I mean, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, could be better. But Portal Pals can still be fun, especially if you like some of those bigger champions, like Elder Dragon, Aurelion Sol, Volibear.
Mine is the hand of Noxus. None shall oppose me.
Alright, we don't really have a way to boost that. I guess let's use a Pie Toss, just so we can get some more of our perilous pastries. Yeah, Spirit of the Buru, Spectral Scissors. or Chosen would have been a bit better than Portal Pals. Portal Pals is on the niche side.
Everything is awful.
We could play more units. I'm worried about getting stunned or something, so let's just do as much damage as we can. Vex does struggle to close out games.
Ride on! Nothing but Noxian might!
Let's actually... I don't want to use our glare immediately and just run out of cards. Or run out of room. Alright, so both those are going to just die next round. Yeah, I don't think there's really any way we can save them. Sad. Slow and steady.
It's to rain ash in our wake.
We could drop our Grim and one-shot that. Could use our Bouncing Bob to get some more Fabricators. Sure, let's do that here. That Fury is pretty nice.
I got you the
Get
most
some scaling.
metal present of all. Nothing.
Alright, we'll finally be able to attack and end the game.
I hate it here. I guess that was a little bit cool.
Alright, so I think we will finish up with this, talk a little bit more about Vex, and then we'll move on to Lilia. Power Rift doesn't really matter because we're already playing them round one for free in most situations. Well, any mana we spend is getting refilled. Quick attack, challenger. I mean, we already kind of have challenger temporarily. Sure, we'll grab this here. Alright, disarm, not bad. Endurance, shield, so some solid sustain, healing up. I think we'll go for the heal. While this is decent, having some sustain just in case things go bad, not terrible. Alright, Viego with unstable inventory.
No power in this world.
Wait, so anything you
Stop
kill with
me.
Gloom counts as Vex killing it? Pretty much, yeah. It triggers the Fury, so Vex gets the 1/1, which is pretty awesome. This is actually fine, because this is pretty much all just stuff we're going to discard. We have a very high chance of drawing Vex. Perfect, so we're not actually discarding any other copies of Vex.
Can't a Yordle just brood in peace?
I think I'll pass. That way Vex is what we get copied next round. Let's go ahead and use this to get rid of the spell shield.
Does death follow me, or peace?
Let's use this here, get some more triggers for our Vex. We're somewhat trying to save our Pow Pows.
gaze upon me and despair.
Alright, we don't want to run out of cards. We're generating 2 next round. And if we use a Pow Pow, we're going to get another one at the start of next round.
Everything is misery.
Alright, solid.
I'll make your midnight dreary.
Sure. Yep, so there is the scaling off of the kills. Wonderful. Alright, we'll drop this here with the spirit so we can have another attacker.
Girl, still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly. I hate it here.
Yeah, I think let's attack before they can play any blockers.
You could be so much more.
Pink girl, still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly.
Oshlesh's power is mine to command.
Alright. Going pretty well. Not really anything they can do, although I am worried about whatever spells they play, that's for sure. Yeah, memory game is definitely pretty solid.
An exuberant flow.
Yeah, Blade's Edge as well as memory game to keep generating cards that are actually helpful every round. We keep kind of running out of room.
Everything is
Alright,
awful.
hopefully game. Yes, GG. I guess could have tried to wait for the voice lines.
Rainbows looking now.
I'm sure Vex has some good voice lines for Viego. Miniguns not needed. They weren't really needed there. So getting some more draw on something that already gives us draw. We haven't really been struggling since we're generating the spells. So yeah, I think we'll go for the Grotesque Gift. Alright, Mini-Morph with Rally. Not terrible. We're not summoning that many units. We can't make that much benefit from this one. So let's try a reroll. Sure. I mean, we have enough mana that playing this just as a rally wouldn't be that bad. So yeah, we can grab one of those. All right, Tridimir with Power Overwhelming.
My blade thirsts!
We'll get rid of this because we don't want to discard it. And yeah, we'll hold on to the rest. We could play this first. Have another unit. Sure.
I've got this.
Alright, everything's gonna get
I'd rather
discarded.
be anywhere than here.
13 power-ups in Asol run, unlike Lysandra, yes. Okay, so yeah, when you kill someone, they still have the gloom on them, and they heal back up, but their power is still reduced all the way back down. So, not too bad. I mean, yeah, we'll just do damage. We won't focus on killing them because they'll die anyways. Damage to the Nexus is more important.
Everything is misery.
Pledge to Sejuani's service. Snowberries all.
Okay. That's fine. Actually, we'll use a Pow Pow here.
Not even my birthday!
Wait, I thought the poker roguelike was familiar, and then there was an actual deck building roguelike. That Pokemon is called Balatro. Yes, I've heard of that one. I heard it was very good. Sure, we'll hit with one more.
Just another winter.
Vex deck with power up looks pretty solid. Will be interesting to see how it fares against Lissandra. Yes.
Everything is awful.
Alright, let's just attack and do as much damage as we can. We won't test immediately into Lissandra though, because we'll play Lilia up
Brothers
next.
born from battle. Another day, another fight.
Balatra's very addicting, yeah. Very much heard that it was pretty crazy. Yeah, we'll just start killing everything. The Pow Pows are really good for Vex once you get leveled up especially, because getting that damage doubled is just pretty insane. Alright, so most of their Frostbites or Entombs are all fast, so open attacking won't actually really help us. So let's just play this here, give everyone else Spirit, scale them up a little bit.
Or cupcake. I'll barf. Aw, come on.
Hey look, an Entomb, what a surprise.
Favorite storm cloud.
Do we care about any of this? Or are we fine with it all getting discarded? Yeah, we're fine with the discard. Oh, but this one costs 4. Sad. So it's one of the originals. Let's go ahead and kill this. And then just attack and end the game. Yep. People outside making noise. Oh boy, Aurelia. Gains more mini-morph, not bad. Alright, Aurelia with level up.
Fight for the first lands.
This is fine. If you hear the noise, it is coming from my side, that knocking. A couple weeks ago,
Ready, willing, and learn.
we had a big storm that like blew off part of the gutters. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, at the top.
Leave me here.
And so people are now finally coming to replace them. So yeah, loud banging and stuff is on my side, and there's not anything I can really do to stop it. Alright, that has Gloom. Let's kill that. And yeah, we're fine with passing. Alright, we'll attack. They can't block.
It's not even my birthday. Everything
Not a fan of
is
summon
misery.
random champion item.
Show them no weakness.
It's fine. It's not something I'm crazy about, though. This should kill her. Perfect. Who's knocking Walter White? Right. I am the one who knocks. I never actually finished that show.
Stays the same.
Where they fall, freedom grows.
Let's just immediately get rid of her. Yeah, we've had very good luck this time with getting a bunch of upgrades that just all synergize really well together. Like the Blade's Edge, really good. Shield solid, memory game solid, best defense, power, wild inspiration.
Pretty cringe.
Alright, so we'll attack. If they play anything, we will
Awful.
mini-morph it. Haven't seen wild inspiration in a while. I
Show
mean,
them no weakness.
they made it rare, so that made it a little bit worse. Alright, hopefully GG. Yeah, wild inspiration is now a rare
How are
power.
the sunshine and rainbows looking now?
Hey Toast, what do you think about the new rare relics? Just saw it still in the Emporium. I think the Gloom one, I mean, it's decent to get just so you have it. Let's get more mini morphs. But I don't think it's going to be that useful. Aurelion Sol, perfect mana flow.
Naturally.
I think the epic one is definitely worth getting, especially if you want to play Lux, or really any of the new champions, but especially Lux. The rare is fine, but pretty much for any champion you'd rather put on, like, there's better options to always choose. So, not really great. We'll get rid of the mini morph. And then the common, we haven't played it on anyone yet, but it seems like it'll be pretty good. Oh, we're discarding a lot of our Vex. Not great. I'm glad they added new relics, and I think there'll be a place definitely for at least most of them.
Can't a Yordle just brood in peace?
How do you like the new decks? I like Lux's deck a lot. I think Vex has a good deck, but it doesn't suit her star powers. So like if they didn't change her second star power, Vex's deck would probably be more or less fine.
Everything is awful.
But since they changed the star powers, it's now not really great because it doesn't synergize with the star
Everything
powers
is
at all.
misery.
Also, for Lilia, her starting deck, I don't really like the design they went with for it, but I think overall it is solid. There's definitely a couple cards in there that I'd really like to replace that don't really work, or even if they work, they're not really fun, like Coastal Defender. I don't really like that card personally, and it doesn't really fit in the deck.
Not even my birthday!
But overall, Lilia is pretty solid, and she does have some good cards and upgrades in her deck.
Oppose me.
Alright, let's just nuke him down. The double, like, Vex doubling the damage is pretty nutty. Imagine per deck you can have like 10 cards you can interchange. I mean, I wish just for each deck there's like 1 or 2 cards you could switch out. That would be I would be happy with that. All right, they're at 10 mana. Not the best. I don't think attacking would necessarily be the smartest. I think I'm actually going to pass and wait for them to play Aurelion Sol. And then we can try to mess with him.
Your favorite star. I created it.
All right, let's get rid of that spell shield. So we could mini-morph it. We'd blow the rally. Right now, we are doing 6 damage per Pow Pow. So we should have enough to just kill him. So yeah, I think let's try to save the mini-morph. Although they're going to summon another one next round, aren't they? Yeah. Our Pow Pows against Tryndamere won't do much because of the tough, which is unfortunate.
I hate it here.
I think I will attack like this to kill their Aurelion Sol and then reduce down their Tryndamere. But we're actually probably not going to do well just because we're too slow, and against their mana flow, they ramp too high. Because we still have 2 rounds until our Chemtech duplicator comes online, and we're just going to run out of resources. So this is going to be rough.
Something's wrong.
Don't think Bright has the manpower for that in Legends of Runeterra. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be their priority. Alright, we need to try to get rid of Aurelion Sol. So yeah, let's just mini-morph it so they don't keep playing their Celestial cards for free. We probably don't have anyone we can play to give us like a barrier. And yeah, we still don't have enough. We still don't have a duplicator online. If we try to hit Tryndamere, we're going to be reducing him down by 4/4 instead of 6/6. Because of the tough, we could just kill the warrior. Yeah, let's flat out kill this one. We could attack and kill this one, further reducing down Tryndamere. We're not really going to have an answer for the Great Beyond. I think let's just attack like this and then see how we want to block. Well, that's good. That's solid. Yeah, this isn't going to go off twice. It's just going to get blocked by Spell Shield. I think still let's hit Tryndamere with it, because once Vex dies, the double damage is going to go away. Yeah, we knew it was a risk, but we felt like we had to do something. Oof.
This'll be a slaughter.
Yeah, I feel like we're just still too slow against Aurelion Sol. That mana flow is pretty rough.
My, how they stare.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do. The vultures are circling. Yeah. Alright, we have Vex, and of course,
Magnum opus.
it is one of the ones that's going to cost more. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and hit that so we get some glare or gloom going.
Anyone for some stardust?
Alright, so we could attack and kill their Vox. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, especially because this is very likely about to get obliterated. Wow, that's rude.
I do love an audience. Embrace your power, child. Make them fear.
Sunlight. I should have stayed in bed.
Alright, so the good thing is we do have Chemtech activated. So we're able to deal massive damage right here.
To stardust.
And we're healing up. So there goes the Aurelion Sol. And I think we'll just hold on to these for right now to see what they are going to do. If they try to play something to kill our Vex, we're probably just going to go immediately and try to kill some more of their units. I mean... that's kind of the thing, that I'm not necessarily wanting to get rid of all of their cards, because if they're able to if they play their board so they fill it up so they're not going to get another Asol, then that would be amazing. Don't worry, another level 2 champ with stats coming next round. Yeah, and it's, I think, going to be another Aurelion Sol. Yeah, we can get rid of this.
My riot calls!
All right. Eight is still a lot. Yeah, I don't want our Vex to die, so I don't necessarily want to block Tridimir. I mean, if it wasn't mana flow, we would have a much easier time. But yeah, mana flow isn't great. Alright, let's try to combo this together. This can give us some good draw. We'll see what the enemy does. Alright, we need to kill Asol as fast as possible so they don't get a bunch of free spells. Alright, so they have Asol gone. Let's try to just keep using these glares.
Can you hear my eyes rolling?
We maybe hit infinite. I mean, probably not, but if we're lucky. Alright, stunning that. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Yeah, this is why we got the heals, because just in case stuff went bad, we wanted to have that as an option. Yeah, that's fine. Let's...
We are inevitable.
Gaze upon me and despair.
Alright, so we are out of mana. Might as well try to get him off the board. He's gonna take damage next round, but still. I mean, yeah, every round they get another Asol. We just have to try to get Asol off the board as soon as we can.
I don't remember.
Alright, this is going to deal a ton of damage. Alright, another Asol gone. Of course.
The heavens diminish without my attention.
Can you hear my eyes rolling?
Oh. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, we're going to silence their Aurelion Sol. And look at all the cards we have now. And we still have 41 cards left. Alright, let's hit this one up. I suppose, yeah, we can mini-morph him at the start because it's going off twice. I was worried about the spell shield, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay, rude.
Everything is awful.
Alright, I think let's just attack like this. And now we have too many cards.
Now they'll pay attention.
Alright, so we could drop a sandstorm. But we could also... This should be enough to kill him. It is a lot of our mana, but yeah, they'll be able to play burst spells. Living Legend's not great, but at least whatever they get's not going to be free. let's drop a Gloom. And they blew all of their mana on that. Of course, some things don't cost mana.
Gaze upon me and despair.
Oh, well. We're surviving longer than I think most people anticipated. So there's that. I don't really want to use more glares and keep, because we're going to run out of room. Like, we're already pretty much out. So let's use this here. And then drop this on the Nexus. Oh, man. And we're going to overdraw so hard. I mean, we're still over 40 cards. Like, we might actually just mill Aurelion Sol. Although, I don't know.
Second album.
I think we have to drop Sandstorm. I don't think anything else is going to be able to kill Aurelion Sol fast enough. Because we have to kill him immediately. Because if they get more chances to play stuff, then we're screwed. Like, they drop a Sky's Descent, it's over. Yeah, I think we have to obliterate him. Yeah, here we go. Which is kind of funny, obliterating their unit. Let's throw a Glare plus a Blade's Edge. That should knock him down to size. Alright, that's fine. We'll drop this here. Huh, that actually killed him. Oh, man. Let's see. We could drop this. I don't really care about the extra draw from Family Reunion. Yeah, let's just play this other Nexus. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the next Aurelion Sol. Not good.
Now they'll pay attention.
Well, this is burst speed. So that's just gonna hit them with Gloom. That'll go off twice. We could actually have our Vex die and then drop another Vex. We could draw two. Well, we'd really be drawing one because of our hand. Well, now this is going to actually draw four because of Chemtech, right? Asol's Nightmare Tiny Girls, kind of. Yeah, I don't want to play our Glare, even though we get draw, just because if they kill our Vex, we need to immediately drop another one. This is going to do 4 Gloom, which will do 8.
Everything is awful.
I think it could potentially be best to kill our Vex, immediately drop another one, discard entire hand, get all that many pow-pows. Whatever they play, we're going to nuke down. Granted, they might immediately kill our Vex, but we still have a ton of cards. We should have tons of Vex in our deck that we keep shuffling. So this is definitely risky, but anything we do right now is a risk because we can't... No matter what we do, Aurelion Sol is going to get a chance to play. So this is the risk we'll go with, but everything's going to be bad. I mean... This is another card that would be converted into a Pow Pow. Why not let him kill her instead of sacrificing her? We don't know how long it's going to take for him to kill her. That would get him down to 9. That would get him down to 5. Like, we can kill Asol. But we're not going to kill him immediately. So with the glare, like, we could kill Asol. I'm just worried about him being able to... Like, that's not going to kill him. And you can't attack with a slow spell on the stack. So it's not enough to kill Asol. Let's actually use this one first, so it will be last. Alright, so we're having him low, we're refilling our hand, we can drop another Vex. This is what we're gonna try. Alright, so sadly we're going to be discarding these Vex. Thank you, Huskill, for the follow.
I'd rather be anywhere than here.
It was my heart that led me here.
Alright, so he didn't kill us, so now we have all of our Pow Pows back. So we have a massive amount of control again. Let's see what they do.
Hither, you beasts of glory.
Let's see how much stuff they make us play, though.
As foretold.
He has 24 cards. We have 44. Okay, I feel like that one's not worth killing. Not with our Pow Pows. Alright, they get first action. Skies Descend, not great, but we can still kill their Aurelion Sol. Oh my word. People outside are being incredibly loud. This one's fleeting. All right, now it comes down to what we draw. Let's see.
Now they'll pay attention.
All right, rip, we didn't draw what we needed. Well, that's gonna be sad.
This is a lie.
You are so annoying. Alright, we're gonna get some gloom stacking up. We'll hold on to the last Pow Pow in case we get another Vex. But yeah, we just keep getting another Aurelion Sol.
Love an audience. Admire me.
Oh, don't worry, guys. We have our revive. I mean, that's a really long time to last against Aurelion Sol. Oh, man.
Naturally.
Here we go again. Alright. Actually, we don't want Minimorph because it's probably going to get discarded. These are fine enough for it to get discarded. I think I'd rather have another Pow Pow, so I'm just not going to bother. Let's just drop our Vex.
I'd rather be anywhere than here.
It begins. Look to the skies.
So we're trying to save as many as we can.
You cannot win.
Oh look, they got Viego. Classic. Classic. Don't you love Aurelion Sol?
Shape the skies and mold the earth.
Let's hit that one as well. So hopefully the gloom can kill it next round. Yeah, it really is the Asol perfected mana flow classic.
The heavens diminish.
But we're fine.
My attention.
We have Vex, and Vex is leveled.
Make your midnight dreary.
Ugh.
Can't a Yordle just brood in peace?
So either one gets lost to Spell Shield, or they all just get lost into Tridimir. I mean, we can survive. It's going to deal 4. I mean, we don't want our Vex to die. That's the issue. We can just go here.
Cringe.
But we also don't want them to have leveled Aurelion Sols. Yeah, we could go here. They have 4 mana, so they still are going to be able to do some stuff to mess with us. We're not going to do enough damage to be able to kill their Aurelion Sol, which is sad. I think we'll hold off for now, see what they play, try to heal up with our Pow Pows potentially. But yeah, because they're at 10 mana, they're just going to get another Aurelion Sol next round. And we're still 1 round away from triggering our duplicator. So that's good. Yeah, we don't have enough to be able to nuke them down like we did last time. they're willing to end the round. That's interesting. So yeah, this might make them play more, but I don't really care.
Paint girl, still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly.
Yep, that makes... Wait, that's actually not gonna hit anyone. Huh. Alright, we're hoping they decide, yes, to end. We now have 6 mana. Not that it's really gonna matter, but it's something. We could at least stun that. And stun that. We will drop this here. Sure, let's gloom that, and we'll probably block their Aurelion Sol.
Girl, still among the living. Despite your best attempts, silly.
All right, classic. Let's get that one down a little bit more. We could get down... Well, no, we couldn't get down Tridimir. Yeah, let's go like that. Heal up. Do some more damage. At some point, it's probably better to keep Tridimir and the dog alive, right? Yeah, we're not really... Oh, we could have played a grotesque gift. Hey, look, we're still alive. And we have our Vex. Everything is right with the world. This can't possibly go wrong.
Should have stayed in bed. You just want to hold me back.
Must give you more fangs.
Alright, so the point is now not to kill Aurelion Sol, but to just make all of his units kind of irrelevant.
What once was 2 now is 1.
No one's damaged, so that heal's doing nothing. And their Aurelion Sol is going to get burnt away. Oh, man.
I do love an audience.
Alright, not the best. Let's... Alright, so that one's reduced down. Still a decent amount of damage, but... Let's see. Yeah, we don't actually want to kill their Aurelion Sol. Lifesteal... Yeah, we will get rid of the Great Beyond. Hey, look, they didn't even attack.
Now they'll pay attention.
And we get our Vex back. Hooray!
Can't a Yordle just brood in peace?
I think the takeaway here is don't touch Vex, even with a 6-foot pole. What do you mean? We're lasting so long. Like, this is... Most people can't last this long against Aurelion Sol.
I do love an audience. Time for walkies, boy.
Alright, let's throw this out here. Get a bunch of other draw. This is the comeback. Comeback is happening. Alright, let's... Silver Pow Pow, Static Shock, we could use on their Nexus. I mean, the life still doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, also hitting the Nexus doesn't really matter. Sure, we'll do a tiny bit of damage there. Well... I kind of like making them replace units. So yeah, we'll just throw this out here. Try to get some more draw going. Yes, it is fairly like Sisyphus rolling the boulder uphill. 100%. Let's go ahead, get some more draw going. Kind of just trying to counter whatever they want to do. We have another backup Vex. Perfect. We're doing fine.
Sunlight. I should have stayed in bed.
Everything is fine. They want to end. Yeah, that's fine. They don't use their attack token. Good luck with your monthlies, Long. I hope it goes better than what's going on right here. So we could mini-morph the Aurelion Sol. But it's kind of like, why bother? I suppose we could kill both the Aurelion Sols right now, actually.
Something's wrong.
I hate it here.
Okay, this looks fine. Everything is going fine.
Gold and silver are united.
Okay, thought that might happen, but still okay.
You who have shattered planets.
Alright, so we won't get our doubling effect anymore, which isn't great. Yeah, I'd rather get rid of that spell shield and give it some gloom to stack up. We could mini-morph it, but without the doubling effect of the duplicator.
And despair.
Come hither, you beasts of glory!
The rally wouldn't really help us. We would get extra draw from the Preservarium, and we'd get the Emperor's Favor. So probably those extra effects are worth it. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop it. Yeah, we'll get it again with Memory Game.
I do love an audience. My difficult second album.
Alright, so Aurelion Sol is gone. We once again have a ton of cards, which might get gotten rid of fairly shortly. I'm not going to rush though, because they still have a lot of fast. Well, they have spells of every single type. Let's start, yeah, filling out our board a little bit.
Order of our Emperor, our God. The sun disk has risen, and with it, Shurima.
All right, a bit rude. Let's get rid of this so they don't get more cost reduction. Not a fan of that. It's a lot of wallops. We once again back in this self-torture. Yes. Alright, so really we could stun. And, well, I guess kill their entire board. Sure, let's see what we can do. And we're back at full health. Oh my word. I just have to practice for the self-torture that's going to be the monthly challenges.
May all those who journey find what they seek. Return anew.
Oh, wow. Well. Keep pushing the boulder, buddy. You'll get to the top eventually. Yeah, maybe. So we could use Sandstorm to immediately obliterate their Aurelion Sol. They'd still have a chance to play some spells. We'd miss out on the other 3 units, but probably worth it. Because if they drop a Sky's Descend, we're dead. So yeah, let's just try to get rid of him. This is the longest I've seen an Asol run go for. Probably same, to be honest. Probably same. I don't know if I've ever done one longer than this either. Alright, let's go ahead and stun that. Yes. The good thing is we're not going to run out of cards in our deck, because we have so many different things that shuffle more in there.
Everything is awful.
I think let's just attack and do as much damage as we can. Alright, not a big deal. Okay, so we're gonna get some more draw going. Oh man. We're not gonna be able to instantly kill their Aurelion Sol.
The age of dragons is begun.
So this is technically 4 damage to their Nexus. Which is just a thought. This gives us some draw. This gives all of our units barrier, so even if they use a Sky's Descend, we'll survive. We're not doing this immediately, because just doing 4 damage doesn't matter if we die.
Magnum opus.
Let's actually stun that, because we're not going to have any elusive blockers. They're willing to end. Let's play this for the draw, see what we get. Because they're going to get another Aurelion Sol next round. If we end, it's not like we can actually attack and actually end the game. I think getting the extra draw would be worth it. Right now, if they attack, they can't really do anything. And if they're willing to end, then they probably don't have anything. So we don't need to rush because we'll just die. So we could drop our Grim and kill their Great Beyond, which gets rid of one of their blockers and gives us one more blocker. We're going to ping the Nexus. That is, yeah, very what I plan on doing.
The most metal present of all. Nothing.
My favorite thing, disappointment.
Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal.
Later, haters.
All right, this should just get blocked by Spell Shield.
You want me to be something I'm not?
Yes, we can try to open attack. Now, they do still have stuff they can do to mess with us.
They'll pay attention.
I hate it here.
But we can attack. Well, we already have enough to end the game, so we won't do daggers immediately. We'll see if they respond. I mean, the wallop's not going to do anything. So yeah, we'll hold off. If they try to play something, we have a little bit more damage we can push. But right now, I mean, even if they silence... Yeah. Playing the daggers first, they're still going to be able to play whatever they want. Oh, so we don't get double daggers? I mean, that's true. However, their silence hits the units over here. That's at least how it used to be hard-coded, that it always hits the two on the right, which is why we have Vex over here. So this might be game. Hey, look at that. We won. Ugh. We pushed the boulder up the hill.
How are the sunshine and rainbows looking now?
Well, that was a experience. Oh, man. That only took forever. How long is this run? Almost 2 hours. I mean, that's got to be a record for... I think that's, yeah, definitely the longest I've ever done. We won, though. We won. Oh, my word. Oh, that was a experience. All right, so yeah, we still got the S. What we learned: Echoing Spirit still really good. Chemtech Duplicator can take a little while to get online, so you can struggle with your Vex, especially against like Aurelion Sol or Lysandra if they're going really aggressive. But it can really help you in the long run. Loose Cannon's payload is solid, good way to mitigate your lack of spells. Probably a better option than the Riptide Battery. while Riptide Battery is fun and can get a lot of gloom, a lot of its effects gets wasted either by not targeting the correct unit or just hitting the Nexus and not actually giving you the gloom. And this is really just affecting you for one round, whereas your Pow Pows can potentially last you several rounds. Yeah, with the Chemtech, well, it would have been possible to win, but at the same time, the first couple rounds, we were really struggling because we didn't have Chemtech. We didn't essentially have a relic going. So it is a bit of a struggle in the early rounds into Lysandra or Asol. But it definitely can really help you if you can make it to that like 6 mana and you haven't completely lost the game. Morning Zero. Yes, it's just Path of Champions today. Yeah, Riptide Battery is 2 hit or miss, quite literally. It can still be fun and can work out well for you, but I think Loose Cannon's Payload is generally a better way to go. I think Echoing Spirit is really solid. If you don't have it, then just go for Grand General's Counter Plan. So yeah, we learned a lot for the guide. That was definitely something. Let's go look at Lilia. So for Lilia, lot of different build options available. Pretty much any that trigger summon effects. This needs to be posted in the main channel. You meant Loose Cannon is hit or miss. I think it's better than Riptide. I don't know if people on the main channel want to suffer through 2 hours of Vex. This will change the tier list. Yes, we're going to be having to go through and update the tier list of everything. I mean, we just won it. We won the game. We didn't lose. Oh, man, that was a lot. Guardian Orb, really solid. Echoing Spirit, I like a lot. Lilia, you really want to get more of your champions. So making sure you have her in your opening hand is big, which Echoing Spirit pretty much guarantees, almost. Making your champion spell cost less. Very good. This helps you get double Lilia on the board so they can wake each other up. Really solid. Guardian Orbs, really good. Stalker's Blade, really good. And then Everfrost, also quite solid. You don't have to go for play effects, but they are good to use. Oh, man. I think Condenser can be decent. Don't we have some good options? I mean, it helps us trigger our summon mechanics again, essentially. I meant you didn't get the experience 45 minutes of the same round over and over again. Oh, yeah. How did Riot playtest this and think it was fine? 2 hour for a run. Also, 2 hours for a run where I got a lot of very good upgrades. How do you normally grind champion levels? I mean, slowly in the case of Vex. Oh, man. Vex spreading her existential crisis. Also, remember that Vex's second star power is called Psychological Warfare. And I think it works. It just works on you, the player, not the enemy. Yeah, that took a lot out of me. Alright, let's go pull up our star powers again. Or not star powers, our normal powers. And look at what we'd want to do for Vex. not Vex. Enough with Vex. Lilia. They tested Vex with her 3-star without any powers and somehow won and still said she's perfect. Maybe they were testing her with the old sets of star powers. Who knows? Game start. Summon a Hex Tech Observatory. This one is fine, but not really worth suggesting. Afterlife Forbidden. Not bad. Triggers summon mechanics. Again, counts as summoning a unit and not playing it. And so this triggers your star powers, so whatever it summons gets that extra double spirit. So a good common. So yeah, potentially a solid common for us to upgrade in the guide or suggest. Battlefield training, doesn't really matter. Best defense is fine. This one would be really good because that's like your entire kit is trying to summon units and not play them. Bouncing Blades doesn't really matter. Allied buffs are permanent. I don't think this one matters for us. Counterfeit production doesn't matter. Riot gave her a sample size of 1 game, and that's enough playtest. When it comes back from sleeping, doesn't count as created. I think so, because it counts as being summoned and not a card you play. I think it should, yeah, Long is saying it does, and I think that's how it should work. Is it counts as being a created ally then. Chilling Prophecy technically synergizes, but who wants a countdown 5 landmark at the start of the game? Craftsman Favor, doesn't really matter. Crush is fine. But I mean, it's great for everyone. Deep Cuts, again, not really any synergy. Disarm, doesn't matter. Domination, good, but you can say that for everyone. Dragon's Rage, again, fine. Duelist is good because this is normally just for the round, but you can essentially just keep doing this constantly. So this one's pretty good because you can temporarily or change it from being temporary to be pretty much permanent. Elemental Winds, no synergy. Endurance doesn't really matter. Dragon Rage looks mid because you lose dragon stacks. When you sleep it, it's an exact copy. So no, your stats are the same when you come out of it. Enfeebling Strike, again, it's just like the same it is for everyone. Evolution is solid, but again, same for everyone. Fast Deal doesn't really matter. Fixer Upper would be interesting because you could sleep an ally with those buffs and they're gonna get still have the buffs next round. So Fixer Upper, I haven't actually played with it with Lilia, but you could probably cheese the hell out of this. Let's write that down. All right, has anyone played with Fixer Upper for Lilia? It should work that you just sleep them with the buffs, and next round they're still going to have those buffs. Maybe on Lilia do double Nexus Strike and keep hitting it. It works until she levels up. True. That's a good point. Once she levels up, she wakes them up immediately. But I mean, that's also kind of a lot of effects. But it does get 3/3 again when it wakes up. No. It just gets 3/3 at the start of the round. Still pretty solid though. Flexible game plan. Fine. This one is good. Any of these summon at game start is really good. It just triggers your star power so they get an extra 2/2. Grit doesn't really help. Higher education, you don't have that much draw. Hold, it's fine. Hold them off is fine. You don't actually normally have that many units dying, so this one doesn't matter that much. I mean, yeah, it's solid. It triggers your star power every round. Lie in wait would be decent because most of your units are 3 or less, so you could get them scaling off of this. Memory game, pretty much the same synergy as everyone has. Mystic meditation doesn't exist anymore. But Poro kill sleep unit. I don't know what you mean there. Nature's Revenge, solid unit. With Lilia, you normally want your units to scale up, and so you keep them alive. So this somewhat goes against that, but you're getting a giant sapling every single round, so it's still really good to have, because it's a unit that you're summoning but not creating. New student, same thing we've already kind of talked about. Same with officer backup. Out of the gates, all of these is just any of them are solid because you're summoning a unit without playing it. Overprepared doesn't really have any synergy. Phantom Pranks, again, you normally aren't having units die often. Quick Draw, again, like it's solid, especially since you have cheap units, but not that big of a deal. Poro Power activates before landmark counts down. So you summon a Poro and then the landmark. Interesting. So potentially, if you have a full board, your Poros might... So you're saying if your sleep counts down, then the unit is going to get summoned, but then the Poro gets kind of summoned in the middle, and then whatever unit you had, gets destroyed? Interesting. Huh, haven't seen that interaction. Raiding Party, again, just fine. Reset is actually pretty good, because it summons all your units without you playing them, so every single unit triggers your star power, so they all get an extra 2/2. So Reset is pretty good, and this is now a common power. Reunite's fine. Rush them down, very good. Really solid power. This is kind of where we were at yesterday. Seed of Power, also good. Because again, you're summoning a unit, not creating it, or not playing it. Slow but Steady doesn't really help you because you have one slow spell, and that spell is putting the person to sleep, so having that go off twice doesn't help. Sharing is Caring is good because you can trigger this so many times. I mean, your units, or like, you don't give all the stacks to your other units, but just giving everyone one spirit when you summon a unit is pretty big. Share the Bounty. This one you have to be careful of, because you need to make sure that you're playing around it and that you know what units are going to get to sleep. So as long as you're careful, this can be really, really good. But if you're not paying attention, you sleep units you don't want to sleep, it can be bad for you. But in general, if you play around it, it's amazing. Spell Burn. Yeah, solid. We are playing a lot of spells. Sorcery, always amazing. Spell Slinger, same thing. Nah, it doesn't matter. Stabilize is pretty good. Getting 2 Lilias on the board, and then if you want, you can sleep one of them. Stabilize is solid. Titanic Wake is pretty good. It's a little bit more of an investment because up front, we don't have anyone that's going to summon this. But after a couple rounds, especially if it goes a little bit in the later game, then when you put units to sleep, they're going to start triggering this, and then they just obviously escalate out of control. So it's kind of up to you if you want to play with this, because you might be ending games to the point where this never triggers, but you can consistently trigger it once the game gets to a certain point. Yes, it is crazy in the long run. Stabilize only if you play Lilia without Strike Relic. Yeah, if you're playing a Guardian Orb build, it's absolutely amazing. Trifarian, another great one. I think, yeah, we already wrote that one down earlier. One that you can consistently trigger very quickly, really strong, gives you so much removal. Shield could give you some sustain. Again, we've talked about these cards. Welcome Gifts is pretty good. Although, yeah, when you sleep a unit, it's supposed to be an exact copy, so it should keep all of their keywords. So potentially you can just keep giving your units more and more keywords every single time you put them to sleep. Wild Inspiration, also really good. Did I put that one down already? Yip's Genius, a bit helpful, but not that much. All right, let's go back over here. What are some support champions that work really well with Lilia? I think Victor would be solid because you have so many created cards. Getting Victor on the board, you not only level him up quickly, but then he can give you cost reduction for all your other spells and created cards you're making once you do level him. Nora, yes, Nora. Victor, his units are play, but I'm talking about all of your spells. So he is creating his own spells that are going to count to leveling him up. Your Lilia is making these spells, and then also you're making the blooming buds. So you can level up Victor very quickly, and then he's giving you cost reduction on all of those. So yes, he is... If you're playing any of his units, there are play effects. But you still have some pretty solid synergies. Zed would be solid. Azir would be another one that's pretty crazy, yeah. Yeah, Aurelia. Aurelia would have a lot of summon effects. And Aurelia and Lilia would both be able to level each other up very quickly. Yeah, Aurelia and Azir are probably two of the best. Probably the ones I'll talk about are Aurelia, Azir, and Nora. I feel like those ones are probably just absolutely amazing for Lilia. I don't really see the synergy with Xerath. I guess you are destroying landmarks. Okay, that's what it is. You're destroying all the landmarks because your landmarks are sleeps. Xerath is about destroying landmarks. If you wanted to go that way, then yes. Okay. Xerath is definitely an interesting one. See, he's one that I actually really like for them to add to Path of Champions, because he'd be a landmark deck, but you're doing a completely different spin on landmarks. I don't think Talia would really be quite as good. Yes, you could copy like one of your sleeps, but I think Xerath would definitely be better if you're trying to go for a landmark support. Because yeah, you can just consistently count down and trigger a bunch of landmarks to getting destroyed easier than like anyone else. So that would be solid. Alright, are there any relics that are really good for Lilia that I haven't really thought about? Like, Chosen and Death's Foil can both work. Echoing Spirit, Fear Cleaving Axe, both solid. Found Fortune, I think it's going to be too inconsistent. Yeah, so Found Fortune, we have 3 2-drops, and one of them is a Dewdrop Harvest. So that kind of cuts that out. Norse Portal Accelerator would be interesting. Question, did they remove Rise as a support champion? Never seen it anymore. No, I just had it like 2 or 3 days ago. So, recently. Yeah, I think they might have removed him like a month or so ago. Because I heard other people talking about that some champions weren't in the game. But as far as the most recent patch, they, I think, added a bunch back in. I guess Archangel Staff is another one that's pretty solid for Lilia to go for. You don't really want Duplicator. Yeah, you could go Spectral Scissors and Orb. So then you have a whole bunch of Lilias that are all attacking and all of them are summoning more. That definitely can work, yes. You could try to do something cheesy with Hymn of Valor and just keep creating it more and more. Because that should trigger, because it is a summon effect. I think there's other ones that can work. I just think... Oh, also, you probably don't want to do Archangel Staff, because quite often you might have your Lilia in a sleep, so all the round start effects aren't going to go off. So... if you're going for anything with a round start effect, you really are limiting your Lilia, because then you can't put her to sleep. Gale Force could be a cheeser, do the scout attack, then sleep her. Yes, that is a good point. Yeah, I think we've talked about all the important relics that really work out well for her. And yeah, we definitely have a lot of good support champions. By the way, we got official confirmation that Lost Chapter was nerfed because of Lilia. Oh, interesting. I mean, I definitely understand how she'd be really broken with it, but I feel like we had plenty of other champions that were also broken with it. Would have been really good, though, because, yeah, just another way you could have gone infinite. Alright, I think we're pretty much set. That was quite a interesting run we had with Vex. Look forward to the monthly challenges once again continuing tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll do it every single day as far as like the weekend. We will see on that one. Might do it still on the weekend. But yeah, we'll be doing that again starting tomorrow, same time as always, 9 a.m. and doing at least 2 hours, but we might start doing longer because the streams have been going longer recently. Thank you all for the different help on the guides. I'm going to be finishing up work on them and getting those out, trying to get that out later this week. Once we finish the monthly challenges, we need to test some stuff out for the tier list, specifically the new common relic for like Elise, and then some stuff like that, because we want to get that tier list out. But yes, there was some stuff they added that changes things around. But thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya.